American mac and cheese, real American home-cooked mac and cheese, real butter. You can see it's very stringy. It's very stringy. It's thick. I thought I was gonna make it more saucy. My throat is fucking... Anyway, let's taste it. I've been wanting to eat this my whole life. Been wanting to eat this for 5 days. Let's finally see with real butter how it tastes like, and olive oil. Not how I thought it would be. It's kind of like I was supposed to make it more gooey, more liquidy. So this is more cheese than the macaroni. I mean, it's tasty. I'm just it's because I used the sweet milk. Hold on. We need to put a little bit more salt in, okay? All right. And it's too fucking stringy. It's too fucking stringy, bro. It's supposed to be more like a liquid. Now it's like fucking eggs consistency. Okay? Mukbang video. It is tasty. Next time I won't fucking... I put like a little bit too much coconut flour. It is tasty. It is tasty. But for milk and yogurt, I use like a lactose-free milk and lactose-free yogurt. So now it's like a little bit sweet. Yeah. I use a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar, and that's like a decent amount of cheese. That's like half a brick. Okay, more than half a brick, and at least you know you are eating real butter, real milk and yogurt, and real cheeses and real olive oil. So you're eating the good stuff with the macaroni. I'm already feeling full, bro. I'm already feeling full. It's good that when you have a lot of real cheese, it's gonna actually become thick and stringy. Even though I melted it properly, when it starts to cool off, it becomes, you know, cheese. But I did expect it to be more melty. I did expect it to be more melty. And oh man. I wake up super late. I haven't had coffee, I haven't had an energy drink. What are we doing, bro? Can't find a strainer, couldn't find a strainer. Good luck cooking. Some white bitch that I found this recipe online, she hasn't written measurements, she hasn't written how much cheese, what temperature the stove on, how much this, how much that. And now I'm gonna fucking throw up. Well, you know when you burp that you've eaten a decent amount of butter and cheese when you're fucking burping. So, pretty good. Pretty good. The problem is, next time, don't use lactose-free milk and yogurt because they're too sweet. And use less coconut flour. That's make it a little bit more runny. We want we want them a little bit juicy, bro. Now they're too fucking. And we got a lot of cheese. We got a lot of fuck. So it's like cheese and macaroni, which is a good thing. Okay. I'm not gonna force myself to eat the whole thing because I don't want to throw up. Okay, this is very nutritious. This is very a lot of fucking milk fat, butter fat. You don't want to fucking with a fucking carb bomb. But I think I very quickly satisfied my mac and cheese cravings. But I am not happy because on the US TV they show them, mac and cheese, they show them like liquidy, goopy, which means there's not a lot of real cheese. If they're showing you like it's a goop and you don't see the strings of cheese, like how much real cheese is in there if it's not fucking stringing, So I imagine it's gonna be more goopy, but it's still tasty. The problem is I was craving it because I haven't eaten it in many years. And I have a headache because I haven't had my coffee. Let me go get a coffee so we can actually talk for 20 minutes. And we're gonna talk. Hey broski, we got the coffee, lactose-free milk. What else? I'm fucking sleepy, bro. Brown sugar cubes, wooden fork, paper cup. Nothing to clean. Nothing to clean. Let me have a sip before I fucking roll, bro. And now it's cold. And now it's cold. Whatever. Whatever. I'm too lazy to go to the microwave, okay? Macaroni too thick. Coffee too cold. Bullet in my skull. At least I'm not eating goiso, because if you go to any diner, any type of fast food place, they're not gonna use real cheese. They're gonna use palm oil. Palm oil cheese. Palm oil instead of butter. Instead of olive oil, palm oil. And you're eating macaroni and mac and palm oil. Mac and palm. And you're gonna be like, why do I feel so disgusted? Why do I feel so like, ew? It's like, yeah, because you're eating mac and palm oil. So you make them at home. Even if you don't get the recipe perfect, at least like it's still gonna be tasty. It's still gonna be nutritious and good for you. Okay, man. I'm gonna get fucking morbidly obese like an American. I'm gonna join the US Army. Mac and cheese and coffee for me, please. Sergeant. What's a good American name? Ramirez. Sergeant Ramirez, sir. From Mexico City, sir. I'll have the mac and cheese and a coffee. I want to talk about George Clooney. I want to talk about George Clooney, Brad Pitt. What a chat. What fucking chats. There's a movie I want to recommend that you go and pirate it for free. Go and pirate it for free, okay? I'm not shilling you like a new movie to go and buy it. Just fucking for free, okay? For the guy that was, for my dear friend, Mr. Worm Dripping, that was saying that he was meditating in the park, I want to show you my meditating candles, okay? So these are nothing really creepy or black magic, just fire is a good, you can focus on fire when you meditate, you can focus on, you know, just looking at a tree or whatever, nature, earth. What else? I mean, technically you can focus on metal, you can focus on water if you want, you know, rain. The rain counts as water, so you can just listen to the rain. And you can focus on yourself. You know, it's very interesting that the Europeans stole the whole occult system from China. The thing about the 5 elements, the thing about, I mean, all kinds of stuff, or alchemy. Alchemy itself was stolen from China. Now it's like, here you have, oh, we're the Rosicrucians, we're super secretive, we come from the Arabia. Listen, Shlomo, you stole whatever alchemy knowledge you can steal from China, and you brought it to Europe to make Rosicrucian, Freemason, Jewish orders. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, okay? You don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, I'm very pissed off that meditation, development, you know, Zen, and opening your chakras and, you know, spiritual development were serious things in China, taught by masters. It's kind of like the Sith Wars. Like when one gets how to do it, he becomes a master, and then he can choose who to teach. And I don't think it was really about the money. Like I don't think you can just go offer money and he's gonna show you the secrets. If he's a master, he's gonna see that you're a fucking shlomo. So you wanna buy yourself, you wanna keep giving him money. He's not gonna teach you more than half. He's gonna keep you, you know, like a retard, you know. Because you don't deserve it, he can see that you're not pure heart, you're a Jew, you're a shlomo. Yeah. And you know, if Rhea Ripley comes to me and she's like, teach me, I wanna transcend, and I'm like, you keep giving me money, and I see that you cannot develop, you're stuck in the wabubudo level, and I'm just gonna keep taking your money. Maybe I'll banish, I'll just be like, look, I can't teach you anymore, you're on your own, I don't want to deal with you, you're fucking, it's like getting a Volkswagen Golf and trying to tune it to become a Ferrari. Like, you're a fucking Volkswagen engine. How are we gonna develop you 500 horsepower and shape you like a Ferrari? What the fuck are we doing here? Your chassis is not meant to be as swift as a Ferrari, you know. So, and this is serious talk, by the way. They stole meditation, they stole alchemy, and all of a sudden, in the Dark Ages, medieval Europe, you got the Society, the Rosicrucians, and the Freemasons, and we know so much the occurs, we're the Illuminati, and first of all, they don't even know how to do it. Okay? They just think they're gonna steal, whatever they can steal, word of mouth, books, and now you wanna learn to awaken your senses, to talk with the demons. You want to awaken yourself, you gotta join our Jewish controlled order. It's like, let me awake myself, my fucking throat. Can I stop choking, please? Fucking begging you. So, how am I going to awake? In an order, going to be subservient to a bunch of ugly shwomos with big noses who they're into like pedophilia and raping children and drinking children's blood. And I got grok to admit that in the Ariel Toaf Bot Passover's book that, well, it is true actually in medieval times shwomos were carrying powdered blood because they believed it can heal illnesses. So yes, factually, shwomos in the medieval ages did carry bags of powdered blood with them because they believe it's a medicine. But they bought the powdered blood, they bought it from humane, they didn't sacrifice kids. So you're telling me that in the medieval ages there was like you go to the bazaar, keep up with your Aunty Rhea, listen up. Aunty Rhea, listen up. Pay attention in class. Aunty Rhea, I'm watching it. Ears open. Eyes open, ears open. Listen up. Focus. I'm gonna hit bang. Focus. Aunty Rhea, listen up. Ding, 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 ding. So, you're telling me that in medieval towns and villages, there is a bazaar in the center. People go to buy vegetables, bread, and there's also some merchants who are doctors and they're just humanely, people pay them to get blood taken. People donate blood. I'll give you $5 to let me take some of your blood. And people are like, okay. So the doctor, the merchant, takes blood in medieval times. He puts the hose, he does the bloodletting, he pokes you with a needle, he squeezes some blood out of you, he's okay, here's $5, now we're gonna dry the blood, and this is humane, nobody's sacrificed, nobody's killed in medieval times, and we're gonna dry the blood, and now we're gonna sell it. So the shwomo, Mr. Shwomo comes, I would like to give you money. I, Shwomo, would like to give you my money for some of your dried blood. So, Mr. Shwomo, they're known for being greedy and hating to give away money. They're known for liking to steal and get free money, clipping coins. Clipping the coins. Underground, like the Hobbit, they live in an underground city, they clip the coins. Okay, so these same quote-unquote people, you're telling me that they would go pay for dried blood instead of luring some kid with cookies and sacrificing the kid and getting like a good fucking, how much blood is in a child? Like 5 liters? Like let's say they get like a good 5 liter, they dry it, Oh yeah, I'm a shwomo, let me go pay for dried blood instead of luring some kid with the, sacrifice the kid, get the free blood. Keep in mind, they were calling people goy. So it's not like they were respecting the regular people who are not of their tribe, you know. So, people who are they're factually known that that's in history. They will try to erase it, but it's factually known that some of them used to carry dried blood in a pouch in medieval times because they, not for rituals, not for black magic, but to cure illnesses. If you have a cough and you eat some dried blood, like a vampire, like a Jew. I'm sorry, vampires are not Jews. Okay, very sorry. Vampires are honored, respected beings by me. Jews are not. Sorry. I am sorry. So, where were we? So, oh yeah, meditation. So, these people that carry fucking dried blood, they're gonna they have a reputation about kidnapping children. You're gonna join a secret society with them. They know to teach you how to awaken your chakras and your senses, and you just gotta do them favors to prove yourself. Like, well, you gotta go kidnap kids for us. And it's you start to connect the dots, and then you see, Epstein Island. What is with the weird fake temple? What are we doing in here? Epstein Island, little cute fake temples. Then you have the blood-stained mattresses under New York, the tunnels. Hey, are you a fucking dwarf? From Lord of the Rings, you're digging tunnels under New York. I'm digging tunnel. I'ma dig a tunnel. Hey, Mamudeva. Hey, Mamudeva. Hey, Mamudeva. So, if I start digging a tunnel under the city, under New York, they're gonna catch me like day one. Like somebody hears, hey, what is that sound? Someone is digging. Call the police. They come here. They find some entrance. They fucking get my ass day one. I wouldn't be able to dig for one day before the police catches my white ass. Shlomo is fucking under Times Square. He's fucking tunnels. What were you digging the tunnels for? Excuse me, what were you digging the tunnels for? Oh, because we wanna go from one synagogue to the other synagogue, so we can, because it's COVID, so we don't wanna cross the street, so we wanna make our own tunnel system, where there's no COVID underground. Oh. Are you sure it's not for, secret passages, child sex? Why is there a blood-stained mattress? And I asked Grok, and they lobotomize Grok, and it's like, no, the blood-stained mattress, that's a lie. It never had. Are you sure? Because we saw the pictures in the fucking. It was everywhere. We saw the picture. The cops bring a fucking blood-stained mattress. What the fuck is going on? I don't get blood stains on my mattress. In the bedroom as well, I don't get blood stains. What the fuck is going on? Something's going on. What the fuck is going on? I need to start putting like cockroach cubes. Like, they used to sell these black cubes with holes, and there's like some kind of a yellow poison inside, so the cockroach would come eat and it will die. So there's like bait with poison, these cockroach cubes. And I need to start putting him on the streets and fucking, Shlomo baits. It's a coin. It's a coin, but, chocolate coin. Leave some chocolate coins. Shiny, get your attention. Can we get some Rhea Ripley jokes, please? Improv. What do we got? What do we got about Rhea Ripley and New York tunnels? Rhea Ripley was building tunnels under New York so she can hand deliver. What was it? What was she caught? I forgot, man. Fucking, I'm such a coomer, bro. Cum tributes. Like she was caught posting cum tributes on Instagram like years ago, and she doesn't want you to know. She gets very upset. She gets very upset if you. Rhea Ripley posted cum tributes on Instagram and then pretended that she didn't knew what it was. She thought it was just weird art, you know. Yeah, she didn't know what the obvious picture with her sticking her tongue out and there's fucking cum on her face picture. And so I don't know. This is art. Is this art? I'm Rhea Ripley. This looks like art to me. Somebody splattered some paint on my face, white paint, transparent white. So Rhea Ripley builds tunnels under New York so she can, come deliver you cum tributes. Like, here, would you like to see my cum tribute? Here you go. And she comes, knocking on your cellar door. So just like in SimCity 4, how you gotta put the pipes underneath the city to connect the water. Rhea Ripley is building a network of pipe tunnels so she can go to any block, any house, knock on the cellar. Hey, it's Rhea Ripley. Look at my cum tributes. It's so serious. Hey, look at my cum tributes. Maybe she slips. If you're a good boy, maybe she slips in some naked pics. Tasteful being the key word. She was working out in her hangar gym where they keep the stealth airplanes. And maybe she slipped a little boobie, maybe it's, oof, how did that, just like Charlotte Flair, how did that happen? I was working out so hard, my boobies popped out. Okay, and so, factually, Rhea Ripley walks around with a little pouch with dried cum tribute. Oh man, she's not gonna. Look at her, she never watches these videos. Like she would never. A famous, successful woman like Rhea Ripley watching my video? Never. Dude, come on. Dude. Come on, bro. Come on. She would never. The chances of her seeing that and, getting angry, zero. We can say zero. Rhea Ripley was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. The beginning of Iron Man, the movie Iron Man, where he's like captured in a cave. The terrorists want him to build Jericho missiles. He's like secretly building like a metal suit so he can escape. Builds the Iron Man prototype. So check this Hollywood pitch. Hollywood movie pitch. Rhea Ripley captured by the Mandarin terrorists. They're in a cave like, Rhea Ripley, we want you to build us Jericho missiles. She's like, okay. She's just building some fucking dildo machine to fuck herself, and they finally, they get angry, they see on camera, what is this? What is going on? This is not how a Jericho missile looks like. They fucking storm through the door. Rhea Ripley. She's like covered it with a fucking, cloth, and they put the cloth. It's like, What is this? It's like a fuck machine with a dildo. It's like, this is not a Jericho missile. What are you doing? And she's like, watch this, I'm gonna get on top. And you know, they're so disgusted by her, they start like vomiting. She like escapes because they're all like vomiting on the floor. She escapes. And you know, she gets back in the States, and the first thing she eats, not a burger, but a Tim Tam. She's like, can everybody please sit on the floor, all the media, so I can be comfy? And she's like eating a Tim Tam. I decided that I'm not gonna wrestle anymore. I'm gonna work on free energy from now on, guys. I'm not gay anymore. What else? Do I got some more jokes? Because do I got more jokes? That is the question. Let me finish my coffee, bro. Oh yeah, the movie Wolves. I forgot to tell you the movie name. A movie with Brad Pitt and George Clooney. It's called Wolves 2024. Wolf FS. Okay? Wolves, and it's a fucking comfy movie. It's just two chats, and they're both trying to like act cool, you know, like Sonic, like nothing personnel, kid. They're just trying to be chats, and they're trying to one up each other on how like cool they act, and you know the quirky comebacks, and you just ciao bella, you know, and that's why Aunty Rhea is so angry, because she knows that if I got a choice to hang with George Clooney or with Aunty Rhea, I'm gonna hang with George Clooney, bro. It's fucking no homo, you know. George Clooney is fucking. We're gonna ride bikes together. We're gonna get some fucking Nespresso. What else? Nespresso. What else? Shaved myself yesterday with a clipper. Really close shave, not like perfect, but pretty close. Got a stubble. I know Aunty Rhea is not gonna like me cleanly shaven, but here's the catch. It doesn't matter what Aunty Rhea likes. Nobody fucking cares. Nespresso. What else? Oh, you don't think I look manly? You feel like you would not be attracted to me? I gotta have a beard for you. You want me with? It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be allowed to vote, Aunty Rhea. You have the mind of a 16-year-old. Nespresso. What else? Aunty Rhea. First, to buy the Stanley Cups. First to buy the Wabudos. First to buy the new Starbucks Bear Cup. And now she's coming to vote. You know, not that voting does anything. We're just joking for the sake of it. You don't change things by voting. You change them by being the CEO killer. That's how you change things. Aunty Rhea. Seething. Because she doesn't have anyone to cook a real mac and cheese. Buddy can't operate a fucking pan to save his fucking life, okay? That doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, bro, buddy. What olive oil do you have? Did you read the bottle? Where is it from? Is it cold press? Is it from Spain? Is it from the same sort of olives? Is it a mix? Did you know how to kind of check, you know? all things that, you know, Buddy Matthews doesn't know where the fuck he is, bro. Keep in mind, we haven't seen Tony Khan's kitchen. Tony Khan, he wants to impress us with his Picasso. Tony Khan, I know you're watching. You want to show us your Picasso? Show us your kitchen. Let's see your olive oil. Let's see what pan do you have. Do you have a Teflon? Do you have like earth Teflon, the safer one? Do you have stainless steel? Show us your cooking stick, you know, the bamboo. Do you oil your chopping board? What do you oil your chopping board with? Coconut oil? Refined? Unrefined? Linseed oil? What are we fucking doing, Tony Khan, bro? Buddy Matthews, Aunty Rhea, she can tell you all the Labubu dolls' names. She knows, you know, the pink Labubu, the bright purple Labubu. She knows all the Stanley cups. She knows all the Starbucks flavors. But then you tell her, Aunty Rhea, what oil do you use to oil your chopping board? She's like, what? What? Say what? Huh? Oi, what? Say what? What else? This video is sponsored by my favorite spice, black pepper. But you know what? You should get a grinder with a metal grinder, because this is plastic. So when you're and these little plastic bits, I didn't think about that. They're gonna add microplastics. So you're adding microplastics to your meal. Even if a piece doesn't break, well, you're still gonna, this little microscopic piece of microplastic are still gonna end up in your food, you know? It's like, Aunty Rhea, where is your, you know, wooden grinder with a metal grinder on top? Where is it? Oh, Aunty Rhea, she's like me. The type of woman that buys her condiments pre-milled. Who needs a grinder? I'm just like a pleb, like a fucking pleb. Aunty Rhea doesn't have any candles. I can tell you that much. Where's your candles, Aunty Rhea? Where's your candles? A candle? What's that? Okay. What else? Where's your basil? Aunty Rhea, where's your fucking basil? Okay. Many questions, no answers. Wooden skewers. Gentlemen of refined taste like me. We prefer the bamboo. We can just call them wooden. The wooden skewers. No, these are made from, how do you call it, birch. Oh, these are made from birch. That's a nice choice of wood. Aunty Rhea. Gotta get the I forgot the name of the wood again. The birch sticks, okay? That's the difference. That's the difference between me and Cucky Matthews. The difference is I prefer to use wooden sticks. And I don't need to wash them like the metal ones. I can just throw them away. Okay? Aunty Rhea, Cucky Matthews, they either don't know what skewers are, they never heard of skewers, or they use like metal ones. And, you know, metal, it's not my feng shui, not my temple. Not my temple. Too much metal. You gotta have feng shui. you gotta have balance in the room. And I'm not kidding, I'm actually kind of getting into this. So this is not like completely joking, this is actually kind of something I've been thinking about. So you got the fire element, red paint, candles. For the water element, you gotta have the color black and blue. And if you want to meditate, you can put on some rain ambience. So you listen to rain, maybe a picture of some river, some, waterfall. Some calming blue elements. Then for the wood element, of course, we have a big wooden table. We have this chopping board. The metal part, metal is going to be your computer, your keyboards, the lamps. So we already have metal, and also the tea candles are made with aluminum, right? So we do have some metal. You want to have the balance. So wood is going to be your earth element, right? Water, fire, metal. Are we missing something? I don't know. And when we look at Gabriel's shitty plays, Gabriel, very off balance, very off balance. There's no, where's the wood? Where's the water? Where's the wood? Where's the fire element? What are we doing here? Gabriel just fucking streamer's room. Okay, where's your candles? Gabriel is gonna buy candles if Ray Ripley gives him money to buy him candles. Okay. Next, looking at Ray Ripley's kitchen, that's not good feng shui. Right off the bat, everything is like spotless, clean, never been touched, like a John Cena's kitchen. It's just there to look good, to tell you I'm rich, but nothing has been cooked in this kitchen. Buddy gets the McDonald's. You know what? Let me get some ambience. Let me light a few candles. I want to get some. Where's my? I'm gonna get some ambience going on. Okay. I want you to look at me. Come on. Aunty Rhea is gonna look at me in a new light. Aunty Rhea is gonna see me in a new light. Maybe she'll fall in love with me when she sees me with the candles. Aunty Rhea, you see me, you look at me, and got the fucking candle. I'm gonna start a fire, bro, seriously. Fuck, now I gotta fucking... Alright. If I love the candles are gonna fucking go out. I drank my coffee. No coughing. We got the candle light. Aunty Rhea, look at me. Look at me. Can we do the guy from Split where he turns around in the car? Aunty Rhea, look at me. Anyway, so Ray Ripley's kitchen, never been used, never. Oh, you can see the candle reflect. That's how you fall in love. You see the candle reflections in my. Gonna melt my glasses. Let's put that stuff away, okay? A little distance. Look at me. So that kitchen, bro, everything's white. First of all, everything's white. You're gonna go insane. NPC, total fucking Bulgarian NPC, white. What color do you want your kitchen? White. I want it white. I want it white. Okay? It's like, dude, like everything is fucking... There's no stuff around. There's no like, or you use the knives, you use the spatulas, there's some, like you bought some stuff to use, like, where's your spice rack? Where's your fucking spice rack? You can see even around my room, like I'm doing stuff, there's things around, there's like pots of potted plants, there's fucking black pepper in my fucking room. Aunty Rhea, where's your honey jar? Where's the brown sugar, the white sugar, where is it? We don't know. Where is it? Kitchen? Where's the salt? I see fucking empty tables. What the fuck is going on? And you know, Buddy Matthew just orders fucking McDonald's. And you know, you unwrap the paper, you eat on the paper, and then you crumble it into the trash, nothing to wash. Yummy meal. You just unpack and eat like a goy and nothing to wash. Aunty Rhea. And I'm telling you, like, for real, like, I'm not joking. That kitchen looks like everything is like they just pass through the kitchen to collect the McDonald's, and then you go back to the living room. Like, there is nothing being cooked. It looks like John Cena, like psychopaths, you know, just for flex. Look at my expensive kitchen. You know, fucking everything's fucking empty, always alone. And everything's white. You fucking blow my brains out. Like the guy, what was that guy from the movie? It's like, don't you think you should have some warmth? Shit, one of my candles went out. I think Rarip is casting a curse on me. My candles are going out. Don't you think you should have some warmth? Warmth? You walk in the kitchen, there's some fucking hanging garlic, you know, some fucking wooden element, you know, Aunty Rhea. Aunty Rhea is fucking, she doesn't know where the fuck she is, bro. Anyway, gotta end the video because I gotta put the milk back in the fridge before it spoils. Aunty Rhea sees me in a new light. Sadly for her, I'm not gonna marry a woman that fucking can't turn off the stove, you know, a woman that like doesn't have a black pepper in her kitchen. Like, hey, Aunty Rhea, can you give me some black pepper? She's like, what is that? What is black pepper? We don't have black pepper in my house.